Good morning. Welcome back to SBJ Weekend Review. Got a little bit of a special episode for you guys. This week is Thanksgiving, so we are in Pigeon Forge with the family. To my left here, y'all met him last week. This is my brother-in-law and best friend, Alex Pence. To his left is his wife, my sister Hailey. To my right is my mother Traci. And y'all know Chad. Chad, how we doing this morning?
Fantastic. How everybody else doing? We are in Pigeon Forge in the Smoky Mountains, and we just had a big breakfast.
Huge
and
breakfast.
I'm ready for a nap.
Way too big of a breakfast. I am very full. Alex tapped out early because he crushed some CC's last night.
He did try to jiggle it down a little while we were in the middle of the restaurant.
I shook it down. Put it in my leg.
Put it in his leg.
It was embarrassing for all around.
So the way this is going to work this week, we're going to quickly get through our weekend review of the church and then get into some more Thanksgiving topics. I don't think we really gave them a whole lot of information to prepare on, so we're just going to have to wing it a little bit. But if you want to go ahead and start with your Sunday school, because I don't think we did anything on Saturday. Actually, I'll go real quick, sorry. Saturday, big shout out to Trent and Alicia Ellis and Steve Lewis for taking the teenagers to Reverb for me while I was at a wedding. Seemed to go very well and everybody had a good time. I can't give y'all more information because I wasn't there, but it seemed like everybody had a good time. Trent sent me a picture of him and the boys the next day and looked very, very tired, so we're very appreciative of them. But yeah, no, so if you want to get into Sunday school now, we can go ahead and...
Well, that's how you know it's a good all-nighter, is if everybody's tired.
Everybody's tired, nobody's
where
dead.
You want to be. And it was funny, we were talking to them in Sunday school, and it was funny for them to say, we were all agreed about 3:30. I said, well, me and Hailey were talking about the Ellis's about 3 or 3:30. We're all like, okay, I'm ready for this thing to be over. So
usually
that's about how it is.
After about halfway through Sky Zone, I'm like, all right, I'm done with this.
Yeah, but you can't sit down at Sky Zone. That's the problem, because I don't jump a lot at Sky. Well, I don't jump any at Sky Zone. But once you sit down, you're in trouble. You got to get up and keep moving.
Yeah, so sorry if the audio is a little weird. We're having to share a bunch of mics. We didn't have time to prepare for this. I think this was like one of those things. Dad was like, hey, what if we did this a couple days before, so we couldn't get more mics in, but I don't think we'll ever need 5 mics,
No,
hopefully.
I don't think we're doing this again.
I'm good.
Hopefully we don't have a bunch of guests. So
We're good.
we've already told Hailey and Mom, because we know y'all know Hailey's going to be wanting to talk the whole time, so we already told her she has to
Just hogging the
make
mic
sure
over here.
make sure some other people get chances to talk here.
So to get Hailey speaking, what's your favorite thing about an all-nighter?
I don't know. Don't put it in my face though.
I
I don't know. I wasn't prepared for any of this.
Do you like the cold pizza? Do you like the riding in the bus? Do you like staying up all night? My favorite part of the all-nighter is when it's over and we go to Waffle House.
That is true. When it's over, I like the beginning. The beginning is okay, but then, like you said, 3:30 is about when I'm like, okay, I'm over it.
The bus ride back sucks.
Yeah, the bus ride
100%.
back does.
It's
suck.
terrible because half the kids are tired. Some
And
of
they
the
get
kids,
to sleep, though. They get
but
to fall
some of the
asleep.
kids, there's always one or two that just don't stop talking.
Don't shut up.
Then there's also one or two that when you get back to the church, after you've been telling them, hey, text your parents and tell them we're almost there, they don't
There's
text their
always a few
parents.
that
And we have
don't.
to, after being up all night with these kids, we have to stay up an extra hour waiting for their parents to come pick them up because they didn't listen when we said it's time to text. And so,
But that is if you talk to any youth pastor, that is the same deal. Always. There's
and
always.
it's the same one or two every time.
It's crazy,
Every
right?
time. It's the same kid.
Well, I think some of the kids are afraid they're going to miss something. If their parent gets there first, then all
Right,
the other kids
but-
are going to be standing around, so they don't want to be the first ones to go home. But
But it's 7 o'clock in the morning. We've been up all night. There's
Yeah, but they
there's
don't care.
not much to miss.
they don't care.
So, but
We have had parents, though. They've called the parent. The parent wakes up, puts their shoes on, sits down, falls back asleep.
you
So
just turned her weight down.
Sometimes it's not the kid. Sometimes it's the parent.
I agree. But it's a lot easier just to blame the kid. So,
Well, we're looking for somebody to blame when we've been up after 24 hours. That's
Yes.
all I can say. Someone's to blame.
We're definitely mad. We got to be mad at somebody.
yeah. Well, Sunday school, guess we can
Sunday school, we talked about being thankful,
dive right in.
and we were asking folks. I just asked a few questions. Why do we tend to be, as human beings, ungrateful? Why do we not take time to count our blessings? Why do we not take time to be thankful for what we have? I think obviously you can always look and see that people have stuff that you don't have, but But man, we can also look and see a lot of people that don't have anything near what you have. So I think you can always find something to be grateful for. And like I've always said, when I preach or when I teach or whatever, it's what you're looking for. If you can find things to, and I think being thankful and being grateful is a choice, just like love. I think it's a choice. You choose that, and if you want to do that, that's up to you. And so we had a good discussion. It went really, really well. We had a decent crowd, and so I feel like Sunday school went fantastic, and I think people are excited and happy about Thanksgiving. And so I think it was leading into a good week. Of course, what we talked about in Sunday school led into what we talked about in the main service. And we'll talk more about that in a second. But, man, I just feel like it went really, really well as well. But then even jumping back. Oh, no, we've already talked about that. So never mind. I'm not going to jump that far back. Wednesday night was good. We had a good crowd Wednesday night. Right, 99. We had 99 in the last 2 weeks. So I don't know about that. So this is unique. We actually have a perspective from Hailey and Traci in your Sunday school. So in the kids, what are y'all learning in the kids during Sunday school right now?
Haley's with me for Sunday school.
So her perspective is going to be similar. Our kids learn to do good even when nobody's watching this week, to follow God even when nobody's watching. So they had a lot of good discussion, as good as discussion can be with children as to what that looks like.
It's always fun getting kids' answers on certain things. I think for this week, I'm going to turn it over to Hailey or Alex. They can tell what we talked about this week in Sunday school.
I was not there for Sunday school.
So what happened? Where were we?
I was not there.
Yeah, nobody came to my Sunday school class this week. I was all alone.
In Hailey's defense, we had a very, very late night, Saturday night. We went to a wedding. We left Friday. Saturday night, we did not get home late, and then we were leaving right after church, so she had to go home.
I came and I played. I did what I'm supposed to, but then I left to go packing.
She had to finish up some packing, but the rest of us had already packed before, so it could have been done.
Well,
it's okay.
Yeah, we ended up changing oil before we got
Dad
on the road
decided
too.
We needed an oil change before Pigeon Forge.
As much as I'd love to take a jab here, it was probably record timing that anybody's changed 100%, oil 100%.
But I do believe that there's a lot of oil in our driveway.
Well,
it's not.
It doesn't matter if he took 2 hours or 20 minutes changing oil. There's going to be oil on the driveway.
At least there's not diesel fuel all over your driveway.
That is
right.
True.
So you want to tell us about what happened Wednesday night?
Tried to change my oil. Oil went fine. Oil was great to change. Then I tried to change my fuel filters, and I don't know how many people know, but this is my first time having a diesel, and I struggled with the rear fuel filter for about an hour to get it off, and then I replaced the front one, and it kept on leaking, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. Called Andy over to the house. Andy came over to help me.
Shout out Andy Heath.
And yeah, shout out Andy Heath. Came over to help me, and it was the easiest problem probably to ever figure out what was going on, because I had left the old O-ring on the filter.
And Andy asked you too.
And Andy asked me before he came over on the phone if that's what was wrong. And I said, it can't be. I can't see one. And he came over and used a good flashlight, and that was immediately the problem. So I dumped probably 5 gallons of fuel all over the over the driveway.
So the key is someone needs a good flashlight.
Yes, a good flashlight.
Can I say what just happened?
I don't even want to know.
So Mom looks at me and goes, "Hey, do I have lipstick on my teeth?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Do I actually?" I said, "Well, there's like some spots." So from what I just saw, she just reached over and used the back of Dad's shirt to wipe.
Oh, I had a tissue.
But we would not be surprised if she did.
I thought you were grabbing Dad's shirt and wiping your teeth.
Okay, but this lipstick is really good. Once you put it on, it sets. But sometimes before it sets, it gets on my teeth, and I just realized I have lipstick on my teeth.
We had 2 beauty queens right before we started the podcast, and they're not who you would expect.
It was not me.
Mom's going and touching stuff up. Alex shaves just for this podcast.
Hey, I want to look good for you guys. That's what this is. I want to look presentable.
You wouldn't be able to see it even if you didn't shave. They're blonde.
But I put it on so quickly.
Well, you know what? That's a me problem.
Yeah, you could have seen your non-shaving face from all the way over
leftover food, breakfast from this morning.
I don't know why we got to make fun of the mustache. I mean, that's kind of crazy.
I think we're going to make fun of a lot of people because I was told before this started not to get mad. I don't know what that means.
I gave them a warning. I said, look, I'm going to make some jabs. Let's all agree not to get our feelings hurt.
But that's not okay. I'm not agreeing to something yet.
Look, we're all here in
say
good
whatever you're
fun.
going to want to say, but I might get mad.
Well, I don't think that's fair. This is all for entertainment purposes.
That's what worries.
There's people at home that expect me to put on a show, and I am just giving the people what they want.
Okay.
My Sunday school class, we're still in 2 Peter. This week we took a step away from false teachers, which is what we've been kind of going over the past 2 weeks. And this week we focus more on seasons of waiting, suffering. We talked about how a lot of lost people, when they're trying to have some kind of debate with you, the number one thing they bring up was, well, if there's a God that's loving, why does all this evil exist in the world? Why does so much suffering happen? I shared a story about one of my friends whose dad, when his sister or mom or somebody died, kind of took a step away from church and is angry at God or whatever. And it's easy for us to we also talked about how like we expect things on our timetable because we're in a world that is pretty heavily focused on immediate gratification. Everything we want we get immediately, and so these big life moves that we want, we act like God owes us these things and we want it on our time and not his time. And we have this, Peter talks about having this thought process, instead of thinking like, hey, God's this lazy, not caring, impatient, like, whatever, but understanding he's being patient out of love, and he understands our timing, like how we need it, when we need it, and not from our perspective how we think we need everything right away. I'm 21. I talk about how I want to be married by now. Reality is I'm way too young, and I would be a terrible husband right now. So, God's just finally now gotten to the point where he's entrusted one of his daughters to me in a dating sphere. And I'm nowhere close to being able to be a husband, and because I think I'd be terrible at it right now. And so, we want things on our timetable. We kind of talked about trusting God's timing, having this perspective of why God allows suffering, which I don't have any of my notes with me because I wasn't thinking about this at all, but
you never do. So this isn't anything different.
I have twice. There's 2 episodes where I had printed out sheets of everything. I also didn't print out comments for today. We're a little running on the fly here this morning. We weren't expecting to be able to pull this off. So
yeah. So next Monday we'll make for sure we do all the comments, and because we had several people put in their comments on pies and different songs and different stuff like that. So next week we promise we'll get to those. Y'all keep commenting. We're going to catch up next week. We may spend vast majority going over everybody's comments and stuff. But anyhow, don't give up on us. We are out of pocket, and hope we even just get this on the air. So,
and one of the things I talked about was how a lot of times we find ourselves in situations that we wouldn't necessarily desire, and we get mad and kind of blame God, or why are you putting me in this situation? What are you trying to show me? But a lot of the times, these situations that we find ourselves in that we're so unhappy with, we kind of put ourselves in those positions, and now we're mad at God. When in reality, the decisions I made leading up to this moment are what has put me in this situation, and now I'm trying to blame anybody else but me for this crappy situation that I'm in that I'm not happy with. And so trying to get through with the point that not everything that we go through or deal with is something that God has been put onto us, but a lot of times it could be things that we put on ourselves, and now God's going to use our bad for good and teach us something and grow us. We talked about how suffering's a huge opportunity to either grow closer to God or take a step away from God, and so our perspective on the suffering is a big deal for which direction we're going to go. And I've used a few examples of situations where in my personal life where this could have been a huge moment for me to take a step closer to God, but instead I took a step away, and then other opportunities where I used it as a chance to get closer to God and allowed him to show me, grow me, and refine me in those moments. And so we touched a lot of stuff this week. We only went through 10 verses, but Peter was hitting on a lot of stuff, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it went good, but that's pretty much all we talked about. And so pass it on back to you to talk about main services.
So the main services, we obviously did a message on being thankful, the secret to being thankful, and I believe the secret we can see that out of Philippians chapter 4, where Paul says, I have learned in whatever situation I'm in to be content. And I think content and thankfulness go hand in hand. Now, some people, when they think of content, that means I'm just going to be lazy. I'm just going to be happy with what I got, so I'm not going to work hard. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to. That's not what content means. Content means I am still pushing forward. I'm still working, but I am satisfied with where God has me and what God has given me. So there's a fine line there, and whether you're going to be lazy or whether you're going to keep moving forward and be content with where you're at. Because the reality is, work hard, but may not have everything that we think we should have, but even if we don't ever get that, I'm still happy with where I'm at. And ultimately ended up being I'm happy because I belong to Jesus. He's my Savior. He's my Lord. He saved me, and so because of that, I know that. And so I can go through heartaches, I can go through troubles, I can go through trials, and still be content, still be thankful, and still give praise to God because Jesus is my Savior. He's my Lord. And so in both of those services we had that, and it was really good. It's incredible. I try to duplicate 2 services, but they're the same points, but they're never the same. Yeah. So even if you came to both services, you'd be like, yeah, that's not exactly how he said that in the first service, just because I've tried to do it and I'm just not good enough to do that. And but most of the points are there. I mean, the points are there, where I'm trying to go. But the Lord always kind of works that different. And I think that kind of depends on the crowd and depends on where everything is.
It's funny how different the crowds are. Like your mashed potato joke, first service killed. Second service, not a peep. No, it was.
You're sitting there going, that was funny in the first service.
It always makes me laugh how different reactions are to your jokes between the services, because it's always one crowd murders and then the other crowd nobody cares at all.
Well, and it's a really bad when you're trying to help them come along. Hey, that was funny,
Well, and I noticed because when it bombed, you said, and so he wasn't happy with what was on his plate. You're like,
hello,
come on, guys, laugh. We need an applause, a laugh sign.
I mean, come on, man, you guys stay with me.
Hey, this was a joke.
Yeah,
my kind of takeaway from what you were talking about this week is contentment, but not complacency. Like we can be grateful and not in need, but still recognize that we still have a job and a role that we need to fulfill, and there's still spaces where we need to keep moving forward, but that's not.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I thought it was really good.
I do feel like it spoke to a lot of people though, because everybody had really good things to say about it when they were leaving.
Yes. Yeah. No. I had somebody come up to me and said, "Chad, I think that was the best sermon you've ever preached." And I was like, "Man."
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, that's what I said, and so I felt like But anyhow, that's awesome. I'll take that as a huge compliment.
I do think the best one you've ever preached was this year. I don't remember what it was on, but I remember going up to you and going, "Dude, you were spitting." And you didn't understand what that meant, so I had to explain that.
Well, so we need to figure out what that message is. I'll bring it back next week.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but I remember being like, holy cow, this guy's on fire.
On fire.
Well, I think we have a lot of people in the church that are going through a lot of stuff right now, and so just keeping your focus where it needs to be and realizing there's a lot of people that have it a lot worse than what we have it or they have it. And so I think, too, you can always keep your focus on what you don't have, and it changes your attitude, it changes your perception of life, and it changes who you are. So just looking for things that you have that you can be grateful for, even if it's back in your past, people that God put in your life along the way that kind of brought you to be where you are. Just keeping your focus on that kind of stuff changes your attitude.
I agree. Hopefully they heard that.
Oh,
because that was good.
I forgot I'm not supposed to.
The issue with the podcast equipment is you have to talk directly into it, but naturally as a human, when you're talking, you want to look at the people that you're with, and so when you look, it turns you away from the mic, and so it's a very uncomfortable thing to get used to, especially when we don't have mics for everybody. So you might be turning your volume way up to hear some people talking, and when me and Dad start talking, you're going, "Whoa!"
And type auto captions in the bottom. Just make up what you think I said. And auto captions. What's it called?
Closed captions.
Closed captions, and the bottom.
So what are open captions?
They're opposite from closed captions.
I guess not having captions is open captions.
So
I will say I'm unfortunately back on my streak of dropping a stick. Dad saw it again this week.
Yes. And I laugh every time because you're still doing this and you got your leg up and you're leaning down and you're trying to find it and you're still hitting and it cracks.
Well, I'm a big on the show must go on. The show.
Well, and other than you dropping the stick, I felt like music went really well. There's just a special lady singing this week. Woo, she was beautiful.
Oh my
gosh. It was great. And it was services were good, music wise. And at the end of the second service, we had a family join.
Hey, what's their names?
The The Caters.
Whoa!
Caters, not
Nice job,
Carters.
nice job.
Very
I
good.
put the R in the wrong place, and it was very embarrassing when I was introducing them. Hey, we're glad you're here. I don't know your names, and that's really, really bad.
We had a little girl that was saved.
Oh, and then Friday night we had a young girl, Alice Johnson. Man, I am terrible with names. Alice Johnson
you can't
accepted
remember
Jesus as her Savior at home.
We are under a
I'm about to say,
elephant.
if you hear anything, there's a zoo above us.
We are in a condo.
Instead of
and,
the cabin route, we went condo route, and there's other people nearby.
We don't like it. We were going to go back to cabin.
Yeah, but our cousins didn't want to spend time with us this year, which
Shout
is
out
fine.
to the Fountains, not
Fountains,
here with us.
they didn't care about us this year. It's whatever. Or last year.
Brittany said we weren't telling her kids that they didn't come with us.
I texted Wyatt and said, "Wish you were here."
Oh, okay.
What'd Wyatt
They'll
say?
find out.
He hasn't opened it yet because he doesn't care about me.
I got you. Well, he might be working. But anyhow, shout out to the Fountains. We hate that you're not here. We had a fantastic breakfast, but we've decided we're never eating there with y'all, so you never get to
That's
experience
not
it.
true.
Oh, that's not true. Okay. So, yes, it was good. Church service was good. Everything went good.
Super happy to have the Caters join.
Yes.
We love them a lot. And
Well, and so rumor has it she can play the piano, and
That's the rumor.
Here in the next couple weeks, I think she's gonna play in our services with us. So that's gonna be awesome.
Can we say who else can play the piano?
I would love. Well, so she's taking
we found
some.
out?
She's taking some stuff, and she's working on an invitation right now to see how she does. And yeah,
No
yeah,
way.
Yeah, she even approached
Brandy
and said, and I was shocked that she did that. So Brandy's giving her some music to work on, and then when she's ready, she's going to do an invitation.
That'll be
we're looking
awesome.
forward to that.
It'll be really nice because all the time people come up to us and say, "Why does nobody play the piano? Why don't you have a piano?" It's not a choice. Like, we're not choosing. to
and
not have
why
a
is the
piano.
drummer so good looking? There's so many
I don't
complaints.
think I've ever heard that one before.
So many
However,
complaints.
now's our opportunity to get somebody at the piano, so I think that'll be nice.
Yeah, no, I think, I'm super excited. Well, we have such a nice piano that's just sitting there. We get it tuned every year. The guy comes in and he goes, "Man, that thing's in great shape." I go, "Because it hasn't
never
been played
gets
since
touched."
you were here." You know?
I think we should sell it and get a keyboard.
That's not true. Once a
No.
year, the inspiration.
Keyboard's so much more
That's true.
diverse.
Once
You
a
can
year,
do
the
so much more.
inspirations play it, and he even says good things about it. He says it's a great piano, and I'm excited that it's going to start getting used a little bit more. So praise the Lord. That's awesome.
My rash on my hip is itching.
Okay, I don't think we
that's-
needed to go there.
See, he always does. We're sitting here, and he always goes rogue on something. All right.
right.
So, what y'all think? Any comments or thoughts on Sunday? You 3 or 4.
Nope.
Mom seems like she had something.
Well, I had thought about something when we went to camp one year. There was a girl, and every time we saw her, she would come up and tell me all the things, that my bed, this, the sink, this, the whatever. She always had complaints. So it got to the second day of camp, and I told her she was not allowed to talk to me unless she told me 3 good things first. You can give me a complaint, but you have to tell me 3 good things first. And I just think that maybe that in life in general, if you feel like you're having a negative morning, you could stop and just start thinking about good things instead of negative things. But
I think
That
that's
just
a
popped into
good
my head.
truth for the women in our family to really start implementing.
Hey.
Let's see who's the most negative and who has the most complaints in this family. It's usually you.
But mine are all in good fun and they're for humor
Who
purposes.
wouldn't even go to the trash can because he decided.
Look, guys,
it was
listen.
like a
This
scavenger hunt?
condo, they make you do a scavenger hunt to throw trash away.
So he
Any
threw the
normal
trash in the
person,
sink.
they're not in a mystery drawer or closet. You just have the trash can somewhere out in the kitchen. You shouldn't have to go looking for it. So I
We
just
told
threw.
you where it was.
So I threw my trash in the sink because I'm not doing a scavenger hunt to figure out where trash goes. I think that's silly.
It's a closet.
Oh, so
10
now the
steps on
closet's
other
gonna
side.
smell horrible.
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 There's
Haley was gonna say something.
I'm not, because I forget that you can't name drop because people are listening to
You
our
totally. Oh,
conversation.
we name
So I
drop.
can't name drop.
I gotta be careful what I say.
We name drop all the time.
We love that.
Were you gonna say that I reminded you of somebody? Is that what it was?
No.
Let's say
I'll
because
tell
we
you
name drop
after
him
this
all the
podcast.
Well,
time.
as soon as he said, "I'm not doing a scavenger hunt to throw away my trash," I said, "Okay, Pat Buckles."
Which is my amazing grandpa, who's usually in the comments. He watches every week. Shout out, Grandpa. Got to see him this past weekend, and oh yeah, well, Mimi was there as well. So was a lot of other people.
You're on camera just because they can't hear you here.
All I can do, I'm just trying to. I got to sit by Mimi while Traci was being silly and during the music,
Want to be silly?
and we had a good time.
Can I say what me and Ashley said about Mom?
Probably not.
if you won't, because it's obviously not accurate, but yeah, go ahead.
So Mom was at another table.
This is back at the
across
wedding
the way
Saturday
at the wedding,
night.
and me, sitting there with my cousins Ashley and Kelly, Kelly's husband Ben, and their new son Hampton, along with Hailey and Alex. And we were looking over there watching Mom because there's music playing, and she's getting it. And she's like, by the way, nobody's dancing with her.
I don't know how people sit still when music
She's
is playing.
at a table with like some other family members, and none of them are paying her attention. And she's doing like one of these. And I looked over at Ashley and I said, if someone didn't know Mom, they would probably think she's drunk over there with the way that she.
I like to have a good time.
And,
She just enjoys her
and
time.
as I'm saying that, Mom started doing this other move, and Ashley goes, Exhibit A. So funny.
And truly, it amazes me that people can hear music. It was like a live band, and everybody's just sitting there looking.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. Something is going to be moving if music is playing.
Ashley was cracking me up that whole time when she had that napkin.
Ashley
oh my
and
gosh.
I had a good time.
She
We had a
was
good
so
time.
funny.
Ashley, Kelly, we had our own little party in the back.
Yeah, I was busy watching the Longhorns murder. Actually, not murder. They dropped 30 on us.
It was still good to get a win.
Yeah, but it's the worst team in the SEC. Hopefully we.
It'd have been better if we won against the Bulldogs, but whatever.
But wow. Wow. Of course. The one Bulldogs fan.
No.
He's a married in. He can't help it.
You're at the wrong table, sir.
No,
Yeah.
he's good.
So, good weekend, though. A lot of good things happening. And it's easy to focus on the bad when there's so much good going on. And I think it's important we maintain our focus on that. We got to talk about in the prayer meeting before church started. We talked about Alice getting saved, and I think it's important to stay focused on all those good things happening because it's easy when things are going good. The devil's going to attack and try to make us focus on the bad. So.
Well, and that's the crazy thing. So we had someone saved this week. We've had family join this week. Had good numbers this week. Good spirit, good attitude, and yet, if you're not careful, you'll be looking at something that's negative. I think it's all what your focus is on, what you're looking at. So keep it positive. It's Thanksgiving week, but I think we should be thankful every week, every day.
Agreed. I wake up every morning and I walk into the bathroom, I look in the mirror and I go,
Oh,
thank
bro.
God I get another day in this, I was going to say body, but I feel like that's
I thought
weird.
you were going to compliment yourself again.
Just talk about, I am.
Oh, he definitely
He is. He's
Oh,
getting
I
there.
am.
Just give him
Just
a
hold
second.
on a second.
It's going that way.
Thank God I get to wear this beautiful mask of a face one more day.
Wow.
One more day. And what a
So
blessing.
humble. So
Those in my
humble.
life, what a blessing they get to be around this. Haley and Alex were blessed with a comedy show last night before bed.
Never again will I share a room with
So
you.
just so y'all know, it's only a 2-bedroom deal, and Alex, Hailey, and Keagan are all in one room. There's 2 beds in there, but
It's the three of us in one bed.
yeah.
No, we
I'm
have
in the
2
middle.
beds. No,
I thought it was a
One
queen
full
bed.
size bed.
I thought they were queen beds, so I do feel bad
It's
about
two
the
fulls, which is fine for me. Haley and Alex, that might be a little bit tight, but I made sure they had some comedic relief before bed. Played some white noise for them.
I don't think
It was just a
donkeys-
donkey going, hee-haw, hee-haw, for like 5 minutes.
It's a 10-hour loop. But we didn't get to all 10 hours because I was respectful. But yeah, no.
respectful.
Having a good trip. Mom and Dad went to a steak and lube place. And me and Alex tore up some CC's, and Haley had McDonald's on the
homework.
couch.
I did do homework, though. I had homework to do. So
Yeah.
I missed out on the CC's.
Wah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but I don't think you cared too much of missing out on the
I like CC's, but it's not
But we
where
also
I
had a
want
very
to go.
busy Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
So I think Haley was also glad just.
we're sitting here, it's 8 o'clock, and I'm fighting to stay awake out here on the couch. So we're all pretty tired. It's going to be a good week. But
Well-
just keep in mind, if podcast comes out late, I don't have all my normal equipment, Wi-Fi set up, and I'm on vacation, so it might not come out on Monday.
or at all. So we'll see.
Or what could happen is next Monday, y'all get 2 episodes in one day.
Yeah.
Which,
Amen.
how lucky are you guys? So, well, all right, you want to get into some of your topics you're wanting to discuss, Dad?
So we've been talking about being thankful, and in that same note,
What is everybody thankful for?
We could do that if you wanted to.
I don't know what to say.
Wow, you're not thankful. at
Thankful
all?
for my church. Thankful for my family.
Thank
Thankful-
God finally gave you a girlfriend.
Thankful for my beautiful girlfriend.
Oh wow. Who did not want to come on this trip with you? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's too soon.
It is. I agree. I'm thankful for everybody sitting at this table. So I think that's cool.
I'm thankful for 4 of the people sitting at this table.
Who's? Oh,
Just thought I'd trick y'all a little bit.
You got me.
Alex got nervous because he thought for sure I was leaving him out.
No, he's your
I
best
was going to
friend.
get pretty upset.
I called him my friend today in the car, and he got really excited.
It's the first time in a long time I've heard those words come out of your mouth when you were talking about me.
It's just easier to say this is my brother-in-law.
Yeah, but I remember specifically one time that I introduced you to somebody as, hey, this is Hailey's brother, and I never heard the end
Well, because
of that.
y'all were just dating at the time. There was no long-term commitment whatsoever.
Right, but it was just easy.
Because, like, and here's the thing, y'all had already broken up a couple times. Who
One
knew?
time.
Once.
One time.
Who knew if it was gonna happen again?
It was just halftime, man.
Halftime.
I got close.
We'll be right back.
We were on a break.
So, now that it's a marriage deal, I can say brother-in-law, and that means something that's long-lasting. This is Hailey, just some random broad's little brother.
Random bras, little bra.
I guess I
Yeah.
would like to be your best friend, but obviously I'm not good enough for that.
Okay, I think change the subject.
Okay, so we're grateful that y'all are best friends and brother-in-laws, and we can move on from that. So when we talk about Thanksgiving Day, and when you think about Thanksgiving Day, what are some of the things, the traditions or certain things that we do Thanksgiving that...
I love a home-cooked meal
Here we go.
at dinner time.
Here we
Dinner
go.
time.
It's Thanksgiving dinner. The way Thanksgiving's meant to be celebrated is you have a meal at dinner time with some family.
What time is dinner time?
For me, 7:30. For you guys, 4:30.
We do
Whoa,
not
not
eat
that.
Y'all
at
are
4:30.
older
I'm not
than
even home
dirt.
at 4:30.
Y'all eat like y'all live in a retired home.
Oh, brother.
I mean, it's insane.
The restaurants aren't packed if you go in that early.
For good reason. And by 10 o'clock, we're all starving to death, looking for
I'm
something
asleep
around
by
the
10
house.
o'clock, so
You're
I know what
still
you're
awake
talking
at 10
about.
o'clock.
Yeah, what are you doing up? So Hailey, what when you think about Thanksgiving Day, what's the things that you really like?
Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Okay, Haley.
Dallas Cowboys football.
Oh, my bad.
Boy,
Did you say
that's what
me?
your answer
Yes.
was going to be.
Well, yes, I do like to put on the parade. That's
Here,
fun,
this
but-
is the OG Thanksgiving. When I think Thanksgiving, this is what I think of. I'm sitting outside of a camper. There's a cool breeze blowing, and I'm eating
That's what we used
sausage.
to
I
when
do
we were
miss
younger.
that.
Oh, oops.
Hey, you guys both cut me off.
I'm sitting outside, cool breeze blowing. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade on an outdoor TV as I'm holding sausage balls.
Oh no! And then we had to circle what we wanted for Christmas.
I mean, what a great time.
So in
I do remember
Texas,
that.
Chad's family. would
Now I'm
all
lucky
go
if I
with-
get a hug out of mom.
Stop. Chad's family would always go with their other sides of the family for Thanksgiving Day, so it left the four of us kind of on our own, which was fine. We would take the camper somewhere, and we would.
We did several years at Abilene State
Abilene.
Park,
Yeah.
and man, it was just really good, and we really enjoyed it. And so we do the full thing. We do turkey. We do Thanksgiving Day in the camper camping, and that was always a really fun week.
I'd cram that ham down in that crock pot.
Graham and ham.
Ham and a ham.
It was fun though.
Yeah, no, that's fun. Yeah, so I do like that. So, and I'm with y'all. One of my favorite traditions. But when I watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, I think of my mom, because my mom would always have that on while she was cooking, and so I would sit there in the living room while she was cooking and
I thought she was the Rose one.
Too. Also,
She also loves that. That's New Year's Day.
Graham's loved a good parade.
Grandma. Yeah, my mom loved a good parade.
That's the reason that I like the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Yeah.
Is because that's what Mom always put it on, and you'd like wake up and go downstairs, and that's what was playing on the TV.
Yeah. Well, that's just so when you watch it, there's certain floats and certain things that you see, and you just remember. So it kind of it helps me remember my mom, and it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of a neat kind of throwback to that. So and I love that y'all love watching that as well.
I got to go see it last year in person.
Show off.
Yeah.
And well,
That's how much Mom loves it. Is that she got, her sister, her cousin Hailey, my sister, all to go up to New York last year to watch it in person and get to stand outside of Good Morning America and
Yeah, that's very cool.
all
We did
that
a lot-
kind
a
of stuff.
lot.
And y'all got to see that rugby lady.
Oh yeah, Alona.
Yeah.
Lona.
Alona.
So, all right, well, good. So we like the parade. What else? So what's your favorite? So I don't know. Have
Dancing
you
with
what
the
you like about
Stars finale.
Thanksgiving, Traci?
I just like being with family. Really, just being with family.
I didn't act like it.
I've about had it with this one.
So what about foods? What's your favorite food? I like if you look at
Mama's chunky mashed potatoes.
mashed
Chunky
potatoes.
Give me the chunks.
We do all like to have a little bit of chunk in our mashed potatoes, so I don't whip them up till they're all gone.
I'm okay with that though. I
We
like
leave
that.
a little.
Yeah. I'm even okay if the skins are still on.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, get weird with
Skins
it.
in
mashed
there.
potato?
Make it nasty.
I don't have no
Broccoli rice casserole.
I did try. I tried.
I
Oh
disagree.
yeah.
So I do always
Come
have
on.
to make broccoli rice casserole for the kids because that is something that our Texas family, Aunt Debbie always made
I like your butt.
Yeah,
and it
You
has
like
to be the one with cheese whiz in it.
yeah. That was my mom's. I think.
I was gonna
Smart
say.
that time.
I was gonna say I like your butt rolls, but you started. Well, even that I don't like.
They are yeast rolls.
They're like
Well,
Lambert's.
we've always called them butt
Butt
rolls,
rolls,
but
yeah.
as soon as I said butt, you started talking, so I stopped and I went.
stopped right there.
Probably not the time to stop.
Yes, they're just yeast rolls, but they happen to look like a butt when they come out.
And they're great.
Great.
Throw some honey or sorghums on it.
Sorghum.
Show.
What's that? Sorghums?
I think
He's struggling with a few words today.
Yeah, I can't say hors d'oeuvres. That
Hors
is
d'oeuvres?
That is so hard to say. Oh well. Anyhow, so I love the corn casserole.
Casserole.
Thing.
Corn
I'm a
casserole
casserole
Haley
is.
loves the casserole
For sure.
I'd rather have cream corn.
Well, I think
like
here,
corn casserole.
and here I just show you where I'm at. I put the casserole and then I put the corn on top. I think it's okay. I think
But
it's
those things
okay.
have to still be warm, especially cream corn. Like I won't eat cream corn unless it's like still warm.
It needs to be
Oh,
warm.
yeah.
Once
For
it
sure.
starts getting cold,
Yeah, no.
I had grits for the first time this morning.
Okay, we're going back to breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
We-
That's all.
All I got?
So what is your one of your favorite things, Alex, food wise?
Oh, man.
Here we go.
insane. The nasty cranberry
Oh,
nonsense.
Do you
cranberry
really-
sauce.
do you
Now, this
really
is a
like
thing.
cranberry
I
sauce?
heard you say
We could leave it.
Sunday morning that
I did say
you
it.
can leave out the cranberry
All
sauce.
day.
I will eat a whole can
You can have
of
mine.
cranberry sauce by myself.
Oh,
I love
So you don't
that
even like
stuff.
homemade cranberry sauce. You like it.
Do you like it
slid
to
right
still
out.
have?
I like it either.
Do you
And
like
like
it
the
to still have the
grooves
grooves?
on it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
gross.
My Grammy
He would probably.
gets the cranberry sauce specifically for me and my cousin Davin.
And
Y'all
she
are-
did
I think-
last week. She
I think
got
we're
it
the
just for
only
you
two
two.
that. I think we're the only two that eat it. But she would like make turkey breast or whatever in the oven for dinner sometimes, and she would have cranberry sauce.
Jesus.
Do you put the cranberry sauce on your turkey?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I see. I've never known what to do with it.
Yeah,
Why
you
is it
take
there?
think
you
you
take
just
a
eat it.
slice, you poke it with the fork, you put it on top of the turkey on the same fork, cut it, and eat them
Now,
together.
I have heard people do leftovers, so they take a roll and they put turkey and dressing and a little bit of cranberry sauce on top of that to make a sandwich the day after. That doesn't sound bad.
That actually sounds
But just-
disgusting.
But this is
sliced
all
into
coming from a
cranberry.
guy who would probably rather have cold Spam than a fried turkey.
This is true.
No, I'd rather have fried turkey.
he
However,
will eat
cold
cold
Spam is delicious.
So let's back up a minute.
He would eat the gel that's on top of the Spam.
That's gross.
Hey, man.
Last week y'all did Thanksgiving at your Grammy and Pops, and you fried the turkey.
I did my first fried turkey.
How'd that go?
It went all right. Got some oil everywhere, but
It seems
It
like to
went
be an
good.
ongoing thing for you. I've diesel everywhere, oil everywhere.
yeah, I just make a mess everywhere I go. So
So, I need to ask her a question, but she got up and left.
She's
She'll be
checking the
back.
camera for me.
Haley, how did his turkey taste?
It was good.
Okay,
it was
can-
different from yours because I think you used
Different
you
seasoning.
I
something.
did
That
the
Cajun.
injection, and then I also used like seasoning in it.
Gotcha.
So I seasoned up the injection a little bit more than just doing it
Are we
straight out of the
boring you?
bottle.
I got you. I
It was
got you.
good.
That's
It
a
was
grandpa
good.
class. It's
Good.
one
Those
of
were
my
a
favorite
little
grandpa
different,
lines.
Just because of you.
Well, and
Using
all that
different
matters
things.
is that it was
It
good.
looked.
No, it was
Was
good.
it
It
a
was
smaller
very good.
turkey or was the picture deceiving?
I think it was a little
He
bit smaller. It was
accidentally
only
got a
about 10 pounds
Gotcha.
instead of, I think the ones
So he
that
accidentally
I've
got a
normally
chicken.
seen you do is like 13.
Yeah, 12 or 13.
Yeah,
usually.
12 or 13. So it was only 10 pounds. But
Haley just 6'7" under the table, by the way.
That is so weird.
Want to make
She
that.
Why is
works
that-
at a junior
She
high.
does, and it's a lot of junior high tendencies sometimes coming out there.
I mean, if you're surrounded by it for 8 hours,
It affects you.
Yeah, you
it's
can't
gonna-
not be
Can't get
affected.
away from it. I got you. So, because I think 6'7's been mentioned more in the last day and a half than
6 or 7.
Yeah, y'all keep saying it.
So,
It's so ridiculous.
Cranberry sauce, most of us agreed is
What's
a
so funny?
no-go. I'm talking.
what was your
Yeah,
favorite?
most of
other
us
than
agree that
that?
cranberry
What is
sauce is
something
a no-go.
else that gets put on the Thanksgiving table that you could do without?
do without.
Yes, that you're like, I don't even know why we bought.
Broccoli cheese
No.
casserole.
I agree with him. I agree 100%.
Disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Why
It's
is it
gross.
even there?
Why are we eating broccoli on Thanksgiving? This is supposed
Yeah.
to be a happy time.
What's the crumbly stuff? We don't do it, but people do.
It's called stuffing instead
Yeah.
of potatoes.
Who cares?
I'm anything sweet potato. I don't know. I cannot.
Yeah,
be bothered.
agreed.
I love sweet
I don't know
potatoes.
why
love
people
sweet
mess with that.
potatoes.
I love sweet potatoes.
Any kind of meat and veggie though, I'm in.
Yeah. Well, technically,
too
sweet
far against
potato is a veggie.
No, that's
That's-
gunk that someone scooped out
Dirt
from
the ground.
I don't
the
like
pipes
it.
of their house.
It's
I
a
don't
real-
like it.
Tucker has showed me some plumbing pictures, some plumbing accidents, and it looks like sweet potatoes are coming out of those pipes.
No, we
I don't
wanna
wanna hear
know
that.
Here we go. We're having fun.
Now
I
we're
hear
having
people
fun.
say a
All
lot
right, we're having
too
fun.
that they don't care about green bean casserole, but to me, it's not Thanksgiving if there's not green bean casserole.
So green.
Well, how about
I'm
this?
okay
We're having
with-
none of it
can-
this
can
year.
we just have green beans? Why do we have to make it a casserole? Why
There's-
are we adding stuff to it?
There's some things that I may not eat. I'm kind of weird. There's some things I may not
We know
eat,
that.
but I feel like if they're not, at least there is an option. It can't be Thanksgiving.
Yeah, green bean casserole
know?
should be on the table.
That's like I want pumpkin pie to be there, but I'm not going
But
to eat
I'm
it.
not touching it.
Yeah, that's just,
I just want to look
I
at
don't
it.
think pumpkin pie should be there at all.
I want to walk past it and go, yeah, nice.
Hey, we'll get to desserts in a minute.
It
Y'all
smells
go ahead.
nice. Smells nice, but
I don't know. I think it's a texture deal because I love pumpkin bread,
it's not a texture deal.
Yeah, me too.
but I don't like a pumpkin pie at all.
Banana bread.
Speaking of bread, we're getting some cinnamon bread today.
We're going to get some cinnamon bread. We digress, but I'm excited about it.
Keegan's breakfast is kicking in. It's time for a nap.
Keegan's sleepy.
I'm struggling over here after that breakfast. I'm struggling.
It was like, so we went to this place where they just bring you out. You're sitting at a round table and they just bring you out all this food.
You don't pick.
You don't pick. They're just going to bring you out, and it has all kinds of stuff.
We picked waffles.
And then we did pick. They did add waffles because we had it. We asked, but yeah, it was a lot of food: biscuits, gravy, hash brown casserole. Hailey loves
Chocolate gravy.
Chocolate gravy.
It's literally just warm chocolate pudding. That's all it is. Nothing special.
So you're putting warm pudding on your biscuit.
It was
That's exactly
delicious.
what you're doing.
With
The strawberry jelly was actually.
the strawberry jelly and the chocolate pudding
Banana.
together on a biscuit was delicious.
See, now you got
It just went
crazy.
crazy.
It was
with your
delicious.
flavors, man. I think some things just aren't good mixed, but I think there were grits. There was
Says the
bacon,
man who
there was
puts ketchup
sausage.
on everything.
That's just one flavor, and it's delicious. What are you saying, Keagan?
I was just thinking about that chocolate gravy.
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
Did you even try it?
I did. I took a little chunk of my bigot
Bigot.
and dipped it in there so I could say that I tried it.
It was good.
But I didn't want a whole heaping serving of it. When me and Dad started our last biscuit, we both looked at each other and we said, I don't think we're man enough to finish what we started here. We were really excited to get that last biscuit, but I couldn't
The
finish
biscuits
it.
were really good.
Did you knock it
Oh,
out?
they were so
I
good.
knocked it out, but I am paying for that now. So the consequences of my bad choices are kicking in. So
We're not taking a nap. We're
I was
leaving.
saying, Mom, it
That's what I
looks
said,
like the
we're
boys are
all
gonna take a nap.
taking a
We're
nap.
going.
We shouldn't
got things
have.
to do.
Nap time.
We shouldn't have come back here. I'm
so
tired.
what y'all do on your trip to Pigeon Forge? We did a podcast and then took a nap.
We got things to do. We need
Ooh.
a new Christmas ornament that has Alex's name on it now.
Good
Awesome.
God.
I'm excited about that.
A new family
Is it going to
ornament.
say Alex or Alexander?
When y'all go there, can I stay
Well,
here?
for the sake
No.
of the person who has to write it, just put Alex.
I would like for it to say Olin.
Here's the deal.
Alexander Olin.
The last time Mom got family ornaments, she spelt her own son's name wrong on it.
I did not.
It says Keee.
I didn't do it though.
Talking
Yeah,
to
but
the
you
mic.
have to write it down before they write it on there. So it's kind
But
of.
if I tell the lady this is how you do it, she did it wrong. But I don't even think that you're. I don't think you're telling the truth. I don't think we have an ornament that says.
It popped up on my Snap memories today, so I'll grab my phone and show you. I think it's at Nana's. I think the one that was misspelled, you gave to Nana.
But Nana has a completely different one. Nana has one with all the
Oh,
grandchildren.
the little
The
gingerbread
gingerbread.
pan. That one's so
Yeah,
cute.
that's the one that says Keee.
These people don't care about all this.
Yeah, I don't know.
They care about me. They're host.
Why are you the host?
Well, you know,
What am I?
There can be two hosts.
I like the way you're.
You're
I'm not a
Co-hosts.
co-host guy.
Alexander Olin Pence. Thank you.
We can say, well, because like, you know, I do the intro.
So you can be AOP.
I do all the
Like
editing.
AOC.
Whoa, man.
Sorry, I digressed.
What's that guy's name?
I don't know.
We don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I want to be the guy, governor of Florida.
Yes, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Santos?
Yeah, I'll be DeSantis.
You gotta get this going. Hey, host, you need to pick this interview up and get it.
We're at 43 minutes. We still got some time. Let's see.
Did you say desserts?
Yeah, let's talk
Thanksgiving
about desserts. What's your favorite Thanksgiving dessert.
You know, for if we're talking church Thanksgiving dinner, it's, you know, Miss Heather's ding dong
Which you
cake
did not get this
that I didn't get this year, and so I'm still upset.
Man, so hey,
She is a president now. She's a little busy.
Madam President to you.
So, but here's a whole thing that's going on. You're not getting a regular Thanksgiving Day meal and then you didn't get that ding dong dessert
yeah,
either.
because mom's not
So
cooking
this thing's a
year.
tragedy.
Yeah.
What are you
I
gonna do?
bet you if Mom listens to this that
Oh,
you're
no,
getting
she's
one by
He
yourself.
already voiced his.
No, I don't want one by himself. We got it. Hello, I don't want to be involved, or I want one
He
by
already
myself.
let
I just
Heather
would
know
like to
that he was
celebrate.
unhappy.
I just would like to celebrate Thanksgiving with my family this year.
You are.
And
No.
have mom do homemade cooking.
I'm not cooking. I planned a whole Thanksgiving vacation so that I didn't have to cook.
Yeah, she would rather do that.
So we're thinking about you instead of the family. It's Thanksgiving.
You're gonna get a Thanksgiving meal at Mama's Farmhouse.
It's not the same.
Shout out to Mama's Farmhouse. It was delicious this morning. It'll be equally as delicious on Thanksgiving Day.
The waitress hated
I'll
us.
let you pick the time.
Yeah, she wasn't very friendly.
7:30.
I don't think they're opened at
We got to
7:30.
go like around lunchtime.
So
Yeah.
I'll let you choose the time according
Speaking of
to their
Thanksgiving
hours.
Day, Cowboys.
Go Chiefs.
After an amazing win, we won basically the Cowboys Super Bowl.
Yeah.
yesterday.
I mean,
It was a fun game.
We don't have to watch no more football ever.
It was 21-0. We came back and said, we have the best kicker in the league. Watch him cook.
And he's there.
Yeah, but he should have kicked the time before.
Yes, it was ridiculous.
They shouldn't have gone
So-
for that last.
So let's get back to dessert.
I want
Now the
to.
third time.
Let's do something that would cause. I want to hear more from Hailey.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Let's do something that'll.
But what
Let's.
about desserts?
You can't
Well,
put me on the
desserts.
spot
It's like
that.
there's not much to go
I know,
with
so let's finish desserts and then let's go to what you're thinking.
Okay, pecan
because it's
pie,
the same
apple pie.
conversation. Here's what we do for desserts.
apple pie,
We do
I
the
love it.
pies.
Just ignore.
Usually do the pies that we did for the pie fundraiser thing.
Gotcha.
So it's going to be the same as ranking the pies like we did last week, right?
I know,
'Cause
but
it's
we've
pretty
never
much
heard
just
from
pies.
Hailey, though. Well, they know your opinion on desserts, but they don't know Hailey's.
Go ahead.
Pecan and apple pie.
Yeah, but we usually do banana pudding on
banana
Thanksgiving.
pudding. Yeah.
We do that little chocolate delight thing that Nana makes sometimes.
It's called a lush.
I don't. Yeah, I was trying not to say that because I
Chocolate
think
lush.
And she does that. No, fruitcake is Christmas.
Fruitcake with no
the
fruit.
no fruit cake is a winner every
It's
year.
actually pretty good, actually. I
So
like it.
good.
Yeah, I like it.
What's the
I will
other?
make
She
some
sent
no
you
fruit.
home with something. What was that?
It was just a cake.
Oh,
Yeah. A ribbon cake.
ribbon cake.
It's delicious.
Yummy.
What's your
so
favorite
good.
dessert?
I already said.
What'd you say?
Apple and pecan.
Oh,
Well, let the folks at home hear.
I already did.
Say it one more time, loud and clear.
Uno mas.
I already have. I think they've heard me.
And it was, again,
One more time.
one more time.
Oh, I do remember one of the
So
comments.
how about Tracy? What is your favorite dessert?
I like them all. My dessert plate is a sampling of all the desserts. You're not going to make me choose one.
She ain't choosing.
Oh, I've got one that I don't think a lot of other families do this. My Aunt Wanda every year makes it. It's the strawberries in the sugar.
So it's like a pie filling.
Yes, but she just puts them in a bowl and then puts cans of whipped cream out on the table. Because all of us kids have always... She used to do like pound cake and then you were supposed to put it on the pound cake. Well, none of us ate the pound cake.
Just ate the strawberries and
So
sugar.
she dropped the pound cake part and just left the strawberries and whipped
That
cream.
is funny.
My granny always had peaches soaked in sugar in the freezer, and I never saw a pie. We just pulled that out and ate the peaches with sugar like that. Partially frozen. It was
It
delicious.
sounds like lazy pie making is what
Listen,
it is.
it's good, so whatever.
That and then we go back to Grammy's house after, and
I like the way it feels. I do it every week.
and Grammy, she always makes a cake to take up to Aunt Wanda's house for Thanksgiving, and she always has leftover icing that she didn't use. So we go into the
Do you like dessert pieces?
refrigerator and just tear up the icing.
About a month ago, I ate half a tub of cream cheese icing with nothing else.
Thanks for sharing.
That's good stuff.
All right, now where were you going, Keagan?
Something to make Hailey talk.
Oh, good question. Let's all each ask Hailey a question to let's just the people at home want to hear more about Hailey. They don't really get to hear much from her. They see her play the bass and they want to know. I want to know more about the character of Hailey Holsey. So Hailey, if you had to pick one person at this table to be murdered, who would you pick?
We all know who that is.
That's
I
actually
think
not
it's a
a hard
tie between
question.
me and Alex.
From last night, it's a tie between you two.
Oh,
He can't make you laugh the way I can.
That's true. I do find you really funny.
Woo!
Don't feed him that.
I
Okay,
told
that's
I
fine.
told Keagan last night that nobody makes Hailey laugh as hard
Nobody. It's
as
true.
he does.
It's
Nobody.
true.
It is true, and
And
will
it's
admit.
usually at my expense. The two of them together will laugh hysterically at
She's
my
my favorite
expense.
person to make laugh.
And I'm your favorite person
to
make fun of?
irritate and irritate.
I don't know about favorite. Probably easy. It's easier to
You're
get
so
you riled up.
annoying sometimes.
Like last night, all I had to do was hold an ice cube, and I was getting yelled
You
at.
were not holding an ice cube.
Literally all I had to
Throwing
do.
it.
Literally all I had to do. We walked in the house, I opened up the freezer, saw there's an ice tray, and I grabbed one, threw it at Hailey, which, by the way, hit her body, rolled off onto the couch. Her reaction is, hey, I'm going to start chucking it at the toaster as hard as I can, or the cabinets.
missed.
Let's
But you
leave
wouldn't
dents and
stop
everything.
throwing it at me. You kept throwing
And
it.
now I'm the bad guy.
Hey,
So
I
then
checked
Mom
the
was
toaster.
saying,
The toaster's
put the ice
fine.
down, so I just kept throwing ice at Mom over and over again. And she said, hey, this isn't funny. So I did it again. Naturally.
But if I didn't catch it and throw it back, it would have slid up under your couch.
You'll just
She
continue to
kept catching it and throwing it back to me. So we were just playing catch in my
Put
head.
it in the sink. I wanted you to put it in the sink.
And probably have to go on a scavenger hunt to find that.
No, it ended up in the sink, and your trash is over there, also in the sink.
Also, the most pointless island. It's,
is kinda
it's
just
a
in the way.
foot wide.
There goes the elephants again.
I think that was their toilet.
We're going to a magic show tonight, and then we're going to a Jurassic Park boat ride,
We are
I don't
not.
think it's a magic show.
It's just a big arcade thing.
and then we're going to the comedy barn,
That's a very adventurous schedule you've lined up for us.
and then
It's a good thing we
Keegan's
have
buying
two
a very
cars here,
expensive
Mom.
cowboy hat.
I'm not buying a cowboy hat.
Whoop, you're not Keegan.
All right, so you guys in your comments and stuff, tell us what's your favorite thing about Thanksgiving, and let us know. Put it in the comments. We'll talk about it more next week. But comment, let us know. You can do it on all the platforms, or you can email chadeholsey72@gmail.com. Just put in the subject line, put podcast. We'll know that's what it's for.
Comment how many times you've thought about me this week.
Oh, brother.
Don't do that. Yes, that'll be.
I feel like I'm going to get some hate for my sweet potato comment.
Well, you know.
Because sweet potato and yams the same thing?
No.
I feel like they're
Are
the
they?
same
They
thing.
are.
Are they really?
I do remember one of the
Actually, I have
comments.
no idea.
This, and I would say normally, like, yes,
I don't
let's
think I've
put
ever
off the
had a
comments till
yam.
next week, but there's a comment last week that applies specifically to Hailey and Alex.
Okay.
So I think it's a good time to talk about that because they're both here. I don't remember
I can't
verbatim what it said, but Rick Wood commented.
Rick Wood.
He said, I remember a story. I don't remember what was going on. You were playing drums at the time. Hailey was playing bass. And something was said to where you said, as he was walking towards the stage, you, under your breath, said, I hope he falls off the stage.
This is when the Hailey hated
probably.
Alex stage. This
Yeah,
is
I think
probably
we I think we talked about this last week. There was a point in time where Hailey hated my existence. And it was probably my fault,
He earned
but
it. He earned it.
you know, she really hated me and anything I would do. So
So it's probably true that I did.
and so then he ended
that
the
you fell
comment
off
by
the
saying,
stage.
I'm glad y'all got smart and figured it out.
It was a love-hate thing, I think. I think you hated him because you loved him so
You
much.
hated how much you
You
loved
were
him.
hurt
And you were
because
hurt.
you loved him.
Well, mostly because you broke up with me on Snapchat.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's hear it for the man of
But I
the
think
year.
also you saw who he could be, and he was not living up to that
That's true.
potential
That
at
is
the
very
time, and I
true.
think that was making you very mad because you knew who he could be, and
Yep.
he is now.
Well, close.
Baby steps.
work in progress,
Still a work in
under
progress.
construction.
But aren't we all? We all are. So that's good.
Well, Hailey, we're super happy to have you and Mom on the podcast this week.
Well, thanks, I appreciate it.
It's been very fun. We still have about 7 minutes if y'all want to get anything else off y'all's chest before we wrap it up. All right.
Well,
No,
Talkative
I
crew.
think we've covered everything. There are times when you guys are doing the podcast that I'm laughing, and I know the answer to your questions, or because sometimes you're like, I don't know what that's called, and I'm like, it's called. I find myself talking
Yeah.
to the computer screen a lot when I'm watching you guys. So it's fun. It's been fun watching you guys go through this and your banter back and forth. You're quite entertaining.
I like to think so.
Sure you do.
You're both quite entertaining.
What? One person's more, I would say. I would say there's one of the co-hosts, and I'll give you co-host. I'm okay with that.
oh my
He'll give
gosh,
you
you'll give you
co-host.
something.
He's thought about it.
One of the co-hosts brings a physical entertainment.
And bare feet.
Look, I'm so sorry. Last week I had full intentions on making sure the camera didn't have my feet in it, and as I was editing, my toes were not just
Right
in
there.
the center of the screen, but
Oh,
I
is
was
that why
like
you-
curling them and gnarling them. So that's why there's a big
box.
red box, because I was like, I have to save them from this. I'm not doing this to them twice in a row. So next week, hopefully, we'll figure that out. I am wearing shoes this
I
week.
say you could just put shoes on.
But I'm not.
Oh,
Oh, Dad.
So
Haley, show them the shoes you have on right
I
now.
have slippers. I'm sure I'm not sticking my foot up like that.
Okay.
Well, so Aunt Debbie said that
Deborah.
Deborah.
that's gonna make her mad. Nicole said something
you-
about your feet, and Debbie was like, "Yeah, there's no way I can watch that. It was more than
She's
they can
gonna
handle."
keep doing the
Classic
same
Rebecca.
Yeah, that's
Now you have both sisters
Now both-
coming for you.
both
Anybody
aunts,
else you wanna
both
tick off?
aunts,
Okay.
yes.
I always call Aunt Debbie Deborah, and she's never corrected it. Now, I didn't know.
That's
She
because
does
you're
like
her
Keagan
favorite.
get a lot.
She lets me
along.
do.
Yeah. Away with
I
a lot
didn't
more.
know. I didn't know Rebecca wasn't
She does not
wasn't
like it.
open waters. Like I had the podcast was up for maybe like 20 minutes, and I was already getting attacked in the family group chat.
pretty quick.
And I was like, whoa, I didn't know that was an issue.
She's not a fan of the Rebecca.
No.
So sorry about that, Rebecca. We'll try to do better in the future. We miss
That's
you
my-
all.
How
For
many
those who don't
times?
know, that's my little sister. Her name's Nicole, but actually Rebecca Nicole is her
I think
complete
her
name.
disdain for
Captain.
Rebecca is as much as your mom's disdain for Laverne, which was her middle name.
Well, I can't believe you just
Well,
said
Laverne
that out
is
loud.
Laverne's a brutal
That
one.
is crazy.
Linda Laverne.
Mama just got upset.
Tracy Jellan,
I'm okay with it.
Haley McKenna,
Haley
McKenna.
Alex Olin,
Alexander.
Keegan Marcus.
Keegan Danger.
No, Keegan Marcus. Chad Eric.
I'll say you upset everybody else's, but Dad's.
Yeah, hey.
I don't know why.
Is that where we have nothing to talk about,
Yep.
so we're making sure
Well, no,
everybody
I think it's time to wrap her up. I think it's time.
Well, hey, thank
Your
y'all so much for
birthdays, too.
joining us. If this episode comes out late, I apologize. We tried our best, I'm sure. I hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving. Don't come to church this Wednesday, please, and we'll see you on Sunday.
Hey, y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. We will see y'all Sunday.
Say bye to them.
Bye to them.
Say bye.
Bye.
All right. See y'all.